So before we move on to a little bit of any other business, which we will be touching on international duty, I wanted to ask you who your top three Premier League players are this season and why. And I feel that you might bring up Harry Kane because you had a little debate last week and you thought he should have been in the Player of the Month awards.
I think he needs to be, because again, it's an amazing story how we think sometimes, right? Because we take it for granted how great some players are, their longevity, the stability, and how often and how consistent they score. Because as I've said, it's kind of it almost got old for everybody, I'm sure, when he wasn't scoring early in the season. Took him a while to get going. Now he's doing that, and nobody really is talking about it as if this was a normal thing. I think we take very good or great players for granted, and I think Harry Kane is taken for granted. I would say, I don't know, I kind of want to say, I don't know if he is in England, but maybe around the world, right? Because not everybody looks at Premier League as this incredible league. We all know, we grew up in different places. You look at South America, yeah, they look at their players, but they don't necessarily think of Premier League as the end of it all, right? But I think around the world he doesn't get enough respect, and part of it maybe because he's English. Like we kind of like to banter. If you're not English, it's it's different. We like to take pot shots at England. At least
maybe with respect, it's because he's a Spurs player. Maybe if he was at Manchester City or Liverpool.
No, I don't necessarily think that, because I think everybody respects what he's done for England as well, because he's been consistent at every level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember not that long ago when he first came on the scene and he started scoring goals. I think if you were not a Spurs fan or maybe lived in England, else you'd be like, who? Where is he going? Where did he come from? Who is he? Why is he scoring these? Oh, that's not going to last. Only one season. Then comes the second season, then the third, then the fourth, then the fifth.
And the Golden Boot in the 2018 World Cup.
Right. And so now it almost feels to me that we seem to talk about Erling Haaland, and he's the one. So the third one I had a hard time. Nobody really picks himself. So low-hanging fruit, but I'm going the strikers. I'm going with Haaland. That's an obvious choice. Harry Kane, I kind of
going to say, because you didn't actually say it, so for sure it's Haaland.
For sure it's Haaland.
I think you assume that anyway.
Third one, without any doubt for me, is Gabriel Jesus. Without Gabriel Jesus, what's happening at Arsenal has zero chance it's happening. Zero chance, because we've seen it. We've seen Arsenal and Mikel Arteta working his magic slowly but surely, introducing the younger players, giving them tons of responsibility. But if you think about it, in the last couple of seasons under Arteta, there are many games where Arsenal played the Arsenal way, if you would, but the end product wasn't there. In fact, wasn't anywhere near that. But I think Gabriel Jesus gave just everybody around him that feel that, if we get the ball in there, there's somebody there that can put it away. So zero doubt. And maybe lazy on my part, because I was really thinking about it. I was thinking a little bit about Mitrovic, because I think his first time at Fulham was obviously indifferent, to say the least. But I'm going to say Fulham a little bit later on the show. But Mitrovic was close to me, because
he's fourth.
I'm happy for him. I think that he really wanted to show that he belongs.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.